Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel, Planning with Bree. I'm Bree, and today I am going to be setting up the weeklies for my June bullet journal. Right now I'm just flipping through the pages of what I created for June in my June setup video. I will link that above in case you want to check that out. But as you can see, the theme for June for me is brunch. So I got this theme because I was sitting outside at a restaurant and I was just thinking this would be perfect for a bullet journal theme. So that's what I went with. I also saw some abstract pictures on Pinterest and thought that those would be really cute if I redid them. These pictures are in blue and pink, but I decided to use some yellow and orange so that I could brighten it up. June is a very bright month and I love using yellows and oranges around this time of the year. So right now I'm just drawing some abstract flowers and I'm going to use these as lights. Okay, y'all, for these spreads, some of them you're just gonna have to follow me. So for this spread, I'm thinking about the inside of a restaurant, and sometimes they have, well, not sometimes, all the times they have lights in the restaurant, and sometimes they have some very elaborate, very beautiful lights kind of hanging from the ceiling. So that's what I was thinking about when I was drawing these flowers. These are going to be lights hanging down from the ceiling of my page. And I am going to use these as one day in my weekly. So I'm just drawing these flowers. The way I draw these flowers is extremely simple. I use two different colors, one color to make a small circle, and then I use another color to create a circle around that one. And then I just use a pen, and I'm using my Micron 0.5 to make these petals. These petals are extremely easy to make. You just kind of start at the bottom, very, very close to the inner circle, go all the way up, kind of make a flat top, and then you come all the way back down. It's kind of like a flattened out triangle. So I'm then at the bottom going to make some tables. So this is just going to represent some tables like you would sit at a booth, and the window is going to be where I write down my journaling for that day. So on this table, if you can see, I have a candle, and then I have a small like flower pot. You know how sometimes when you go out to eat, they have like a small little pot of flowers. Most of the time they're fake, but it's there like next to the fake candle as well. So now I'm drawing the windows, and like I said, this is going to be where I write out my feelings for the day or do my ABC for the day if that's what I choose to do. And in order for this to look more like a window, I am going to go in and add a little bit of detail like the sky to represent the sky and clouds and things like that, kind of how I did on my cover page. So at the top, I am just also creating some boxes for me to write as well. And I'm using a very, very light blue because I can write over this blue. And as you can see, I'm just using some lines to represent the movement in clouds. Just because I don't think I draw clouds very well. I don't think the clouds that I draw are really cute. And when I was in art class a long, long time ago, my art teacher used to say, don't be trite. And she never really let us draw clouds. So I never got good at them. I could practice, I really could practice, but right now I'm enjoying the swirls. So I'm using two different kinds of blue from Crayola. Y'all already know what it is. I don't know what the numbers are on those markers because they don't have numbers on their markers. I'm campaigning strong for Crayola to put some numbers on their markers. Hopefully they're watching this video. Okay, so right here I kind of messed up the numbers, so I'm filling them in and with the black Micron, and then I'm going over it with the white Jelly Roll gel pen to correct them, and I still got it wrong. So in my head when I was doing this, the first started on a Tuesday, but it does not. The first starts on a Wednesday. So the numbers are still technically wrong, but that's okay. I'll fix it later. So now I'm just going to do an example of how I would use this spread. So I would flip out my mood tracker and pick the mood that best describes how I was feeling that day. So let's say for this day, I was feeling okay. I would draw those flowers up in the top left-hand corner, which is just like a long, thin stem with all of these leaves coming off of it. I would then write something short and sweet like, I was feeling okay today. I got a lot of work done, and so is getting on my nerves. If I was also feeling busy, that's why I drew that second flower in there. And that's how I would use that spread. Isn't that cute? I love it. I'm in love with it. I can't wait to really, really use it. So for this next page, again, it's a little like the first one. So I'm drawing these flower pots that's hanging down from the sky. For these flower pots, I realized that I should not have made them so deep, so I could give myself more room to draw the flowers kind of standing up, coming out of the pot. But it's okay. I think what I'm going to do is actually draw the flowers as if they were draping over the pot, because there's not much room between the top of the pot and where they're hanging from, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. So on each one of these pots, I'm going to write in the number for that day of the week. And I just wrote out the numbers 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and so on and so on. So I am coloring these pots in a very, very light yellow, again, because I think I'm going to be drawing over it. And this yellow is really cute in a background for drawings. So then at the bottom, I'm just going to keep this spread really simple and draw in 6 rectangles, 3 on each page. I'll put the description of the rectangles up top. In the top right hand corner, how many grid spaces each one of them is. I am using an Archer and Olive bullet journal, so if you want to use this as a reference, you can. Also for this spread, you can keep this spread really simple and just draw smaller squares at the top. That is what I was going to do originally, and then I decided not to. So I am then going to write week 2 in the kind of elongated cursive all the way through this page, and we're going to be done with this spread. Okay, this next spread is going to be my first full ABC page. And if this is your first time hearing it, ABC is just a type of journaling to help with reflectiveness and certain events that happen. And it could be small events, but something that triggers a response that's either positive or negative. And I use ABC journaling every single week, or I try to, but I haven't been doing it as often lately. So this month, I think I'm just going to do it every 2 weeks. So this spread is very simple because ABC journaling for me can be a lot of writing. So I wanted to give myself space for that. And just that quick, guys, we're on to the next spread. This spread is going to be 7 of those very, very big abstract flowers that I've been drawing. And this is going to represent each day of the week. And I'm going to basically write on top of the flower. So I'm going to make the petals in this very, very light gray, like I did my self-care tracker in my last video, so that I can write on top of the gray petals in this circular fashion. Now, I won't be writing in a circle, but I am going to try to keep my words in that circle for each flower. So once I have done that, I'm going to come back and write week 3, and that's going to be it. While I do this, I do want to ask you guys, have you guys finished your June bullet journal? What is your theme? Are you journaling? Are you just watching this for ideas? Another idea for this type of spread, if you don't want to do the flowers like I did, you can just use circles, and you can use a smaller circle on the inside for the number of the week, like I'm about to do. I'm looking back at my future log to make sure I get the numbers correct this time. You can just use a smaller circle and a larger circle. And it's okay if the circles run off the pages. And that would be a more simple way to do this spread if you are not into drawing as much as I am. So this is the final look at that page. I actually really like this one. This one might be my favorite. So now we're on to the final spread for this video. For this one, this one is a little more detailed than the other ones. Like I said, my inspiration for this entire theme is dining, like brunch outside on the patio, just enjoying life outside because it's summertime and why not? So I got the inspiration for this spread from these wooden beams that I saw. Basically, this is like an outside patio with the covering on the patio, and the lights are coming down from the top of those wooden beams. So I'm just kind of drawing the angled patio covering in my pen first, and then I'm going to make 6 lights coming down from the patio, and each light is going to have a rectangle where I will write in for each day. I hope to also go back in and draw some flower pots at the bottom, so I can have 6 or 7 flower pots for each day for my mood tracker. That is something that I forgot to do while I was drawing this, because in my mind, I was just thinking that I was just gonna draw the plants inside of the rectangle. But as I was thinking about it, I was like, it'd be kind of cute if I had some flower pots out there. So I'll probably do that. If I do, I will put that on my Instagram. Please check me out. I will put my Instagram name in the bottom right here, and you can follow me on Instagram. So right here, I'm kind of correcting the rectangles. At first, I was going to try to do 7 rectangles and put 4 on that left page, but it would have made one of my rectangles extremely small. So I'm correcting that right now. And I am going to end this page off by putting some details in on the lamps and the top of this page, and then that will be it. So I really like this spread. I'm a little concerned that the rectangles might be too small, but some days I don't write a lot at all. Some days I don't write at all. So I may be able to use 2 rectangles for one day if I need to. So these are the perfect size for now. If they end up being too small, I will definitely let you guys know in my next video. So yeah, for this one, I also am using some Crayola Super Tips. This is the lightest tan in that pack of 100. I love, love, love that tan color. I keep using it. I'm going to attempt to outline this page without a ruler. I draw horrible lines without a ruler, so bear with me. And then I am going to finish this off by numbering each lamp. And that is it. So this is the final flip through, going all the way back to that cover page. And next I am going to have my habit tracker on the left, my self-care tracker on the right. And then we're starting our weeks out with week 1, week 2, week 3. Oh, excuse me, the ABC page. Now week 3, and then week 4. And this last page that is blank for now, I am going to put something on that page, which I will post that video in 2 weeks. The next video I'm going to post is the June setup for my mom's prayer journal. So hopefully I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.